I first met Gavin back in 1994 when we first moved to Henshaw Hall, when Christine was dinner lady and chased me for my checks. Don't you need money? I dared not bring it. It's me spending money as well. Anyway, yeah, so normally when you meet someone, you introduce yourself, you shake hands, you know, you say, hello, yeah, my name's Gavin, my name's Donzo. I don't think Gavin was quite aware of that, because the first thing he actually said to me was, can you run fast? Unfortunately for me, I said yes. And he said, right, we're having a race. So I've literally moved to this school, like, I've been there about an hour, and I'm racing Gavin. Anyway, he started, I've gone, and he's gone. But he's definitely quick, and he knew it as well. Absolutely knew it. But I might not have been quick on my feet, but I was quick up later when I got, because I pulled up with an injury. I'm like, what? Oh, no, I'll have to race you again when I'm fit, I'm sorry, like, you know, so, but, you know, I wouldn't have had it any other way. If I hadn't met like that, we probably wouldn't be stood here today, and I wouldn't be talking on this microphone. So, you know, that's the way it is. So anyway, the last time me and Gavin wore suits together was back in 1999, at Annie Nixon's 16th birthday party. It weren't in court, I can tell you, honestly. Honestly, it was a fancy dress birthday party. Me and Gavin went together, so you've got one guess who we went as. Anyone? Me and Gavin?
Men in Black.
Men in Black. I won't tell you who was who, but I'll just let you know that I was the other one. Anyway. So yeah, I think, if my memory serves me right, I think we actually came second on that night, and we probably got drunk on the baby shower, even though I don't think there's any alcohol in it. So anyway, through the years, me and Gavin, we probably had, you know, a lot in common, but one of the big things we did have in common was actually playing football together. And we grew up playing football, following Nottingham Forest. I know not many people do these days, So ever since we were back at Henshaw, you know, we grew up playing football, and some were better than others, weren't they, Gavin? Yeah, as you can see, I'm not the most nimble of players, but, you know, Gavin had pace. Yeah, anyway, so we went to the Little Youth, Apollo 11, joined forces against the mighty FCA in the Upper League. This was all good, but Gavin didn't realise, however, it was married into a bit of a sporty family, wasn't he, Gavin? And, you know, if my memory serves me right, you actually scored no goals this season. I mean, you probably got some excuses for that, but do my research. How many did you score this season, Jodie? I think she actually said to me that she actually lost count of how many she actually scored in five-a-side as well, so I don't know what's going on. So we know who the sporty one is in the household, if anyone else. It's actually Jodie. Gavin can join me on bench.
Okay, I spent also the first 15 years of my life growing up with Gavin. We spent that much time together through our youth that people started to worry about us. So it was to my delight when I found out that I was moving to Leeds University and Gavin was staying in Nottingham. 6 months later I get a phone call off him. Hey up mate, how's it going? You never guess what? I'm moving to Leeds University. You've got to be kidding. So I thought I'd be a good friend and actually take him out with the lads and introduce him to all the Leeds lot. So what better way to do that than an all-day drinking session? So we took Gavin out at 12 o'clock midday. By the fifth par, he disappeared. We had no idea where he was. I turned around to Sam and I said, come on mate, let's go in the toilet, to have a look in the toilet. We got in the toilet and there was some very strange noises coming from that inner cubicle. I had a look in and there he was. Gavin Powell, face down, being sick everywhere. We went it back to the table and he comes stumbling over. I can't, where have you been for the last half an hour? Oh, I've been on the phone to my dad. I've gone off talking. What a terrible excuse that was. That was Gavin Powers, welcome to Leeds, and he's been drinking black currant and lemonade ever since.
So anyway, I've got to talk about this little point, because a lot of people might know about this, and a lot of you won't know about this, but, you know, obviously we're here to celebrate a fantastic occasion in a wedding. You know, Gavin and Jodie's wedding is brilliant, we're all here. But it's not only a celebration of a wedding, it's a celebration of a victory. This is a victory, and it's years-long victory. So I'm sure you'd agree that, you know, a lot of you are lucky enough to go to university. right? So through these years, you all went to university with Gavin and Jodie, and there was one particular battle that went on through that journey. And a lot of you this was the battle of Gavin versus the man known only as Little Chris. It was like two warriors battling for the hand of the same woman. For years, the two fought for attention through the turbulent times of university. And although there was only one winner, there was only ever going to be one winner. In my eyes, Gavin's still very lucky to keep his youthful look. He just shaves once a week, that kind of thing. And shaving his legs. He doesn't even have to do that. Nothing. But he still manages to get ID'd for lottery tickets. Yeah, exactly.
Gavin Powell has two reputations to uphold in Leeds. The first one being he developed a bit of a reputation for being a ladies' man. There was no surprise to anyone that on their first date, Gavin took Jodie to a real swanky bar in Leeds. The setting was perfect, romantic, candlelit booth, few glasses of wine flowing, and the night was going really well. As the night moved into the early hours of the morning, the waiter brought the bill over. Gavin took one look at the bill, pulled out his Nokia 7210, started punching numbers erratically into the phone, looked up at Jodie and goes, "You owe £23." Confirming his second reputation as the tightest bastard in the world. I don't know what you're laughing at, the invoices on the way to your home addresses. Since Gavin announced his engagement to Jodie, I've been trying to work out what she actually thinks of him. It's a bit on the short side, put a few pounds on over the years. I've just not quite been able to put my finger on it. But when he hosted his first Halloween party, that's when I realised. So everyone was invited round, everyone's having a great time. The Jamaican rum was flowing, by the way, guys. As the early hours of the morning hit, everyone started to go home and the flat was an absolute tip. And at 3 a.m, instead of going to bed, Gavin reaches into the bottom cupboard and pulls out a handheld vacuum cleaner and starts rapidly hoovering up at 3 in the morning. And I turned to him and I said, "Gavin, what the hell are you doing?" And he looked at me and he goes, "I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm house training Jodie." There is no doubt in my mind that Gavin Powell is the wife in this relationship. Only to be confirmed on his stag do in Lincoln. Gavin Powell looked that good as a woman. Middle-aged men were approaching him and telling him that asking to buy him drinks. At one point, after 8 pints, Richard Roach even fancied him. Gavin, I know that everyone's read the poem that is sent out in the invitation saying, "Listen, guys, don't buy me a toaster for my wedding present." But I've thought really, really hard about the ideal present for you, and my wedding gift to you is a brand new handheld Hoover. In all honesty, guys, I have never ever met two people that are better suited together. I wish Jodie and Gavin all the happiness in the world, and I really do believe there'll be fondest memories to come that we can all share again. Ladies and gentlemen, please do join me in a toast.
Yes, I love this one.
To Mr. and Mrs. Powell.
That's a great for that.
You want to come up and say a few words? Ladies and gentlemen.